Hey everybody, first off I would like to address that this video is probably going up in the 23rd, I think, or 24th, if I'm not fast enough. And I just wanted to say happy holidays for everyone. Hooray! So this video is gonna be about the next content update on Hypixel Skyblock, which is the new island? Sorta, kinda, not really. Basically, they're gonna add another floor to an existing island, which would be the Deep Caverns, and it's gonna be called the Dwarven Mines. The devs actually made a post about it last week. If you want to check that out by yourself, you can click the link in the description, but I'm gonna explain it later. But if you want to have a read, the link is in the description. If you've seen the photo post, click this card or maybe this button in the middle of the screen. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but to skip to the part where I talk about things that are in the forum post. So basically what they're doing is what everybody thought they would. They're adding new items to the game that aren't in Minecraft. Like, people thought they were gonna add crops, and probably they'll eventually will. But this time they're adding new ores, which in this case would be mithril and titanium. Titanium. Oh, that's an odd word to say. With titanium being more common in the dwarven mines and mithril being the rare ore. One odd thing they mention is alongside this new floor, there's going to be a new collection, the mithril collection. But they never say anything about the titanium collection. So I think that what they're probably gonna do is either have titanium be only used in mithril items or be used in some other kind of crafting, which I'll get to later. Another thing they talk about in the forum post is the heart of the mountain, which is like something you get access when you go to the deep cave with the dwarven mines for the first time. And it's basically a perk tree, which you select an active perk and probably a lot of passive perks to use on your pickaxes. These perk points can be obtained by doing specific things in the dwarven mines and future layers of the deep caverns, as they explain. And I think these unique things may be either challenges, like killing certain number of mobs or mining a certain number of ores. But I think because of some other leaks we had, it may have something to do with NPCs maybe. They give you out quests, maybe something daily? I don't know. Okay, so some of my concerns with this update are the Mithril collection. Because I think the main problem would be if they either did something that late game players cannot use because it's simply worse than the gear we have right now, or they do something that completely overshadows the items we have. Because it's probably gonna make the game even more homogeneous, where everybody's just gonna be using mithril because it's the new thing and the good thing. But I think if they do that, like every single update, add something that's better, and eventually the people are just gonna be like, okay, I'll just wait for the next update. Why buy something from this update when the next update is gonna be better? And if they add an item that's simply worse than everything we have right now, people are gonna be like, why do I look forward to the next update if I can even get any gear? Because people in this game only play this for the numbers. So I think what they should do is either add like items that are worse and like one or two items that are better, maybe just an accessory, or I don't know, sword maybe, a bow, I don't know, but something that isn't like a complete armor set with a sword and everything that completely overshadows what everyone's doing right now. Because people spend hundreds of millions of coins on like Necron, for example, and if Mithril is better than Necron, why did you spend like 500 million coins on it? Another way to do it would be to use the new ores to upgrade previous stuff. Like, until you get the Rod of the Sea, you go through a progression of rods that are all upgrades of themselves. So maybe add something that's an upgrade of, I don't know, the aspect of dragons? Those are going for really cheap right now, and if they had some kind of use, maybe the price would go up and maybe add some value to dragons, which they're lacking right now. But what I think ties in the most with this upgrade line is the other thing they spoiled, which is this really cool place, the Forge, which is really well done. And it shows that there's probably gonna be some sort of upgrading items because, you know, the Forge comes with the blacksmith upgrades items, you know, that old dealio. But probably we're gonna either use something we get along the Mithril collection or the titanium we got that had no use, no apparent use at least, to maybe upgrade our equipment, add some new stats, maybe some kind of new hot potato book. And this is the exciting part, because people want new gear, but they also want their old gear to not be irrelevant. And I think that might be a way to make that happen. Maybe a way to make Mithril not overshadow everything instantly, maybe to make it that so that you can, I don't know, forge, upgrade, whatever it's gonna be called, items to a certain level, and then maybe Mithril can get like a lot more of that buff. So eventually it's going to overshadow, but it's going to cost you a lot of resources, which will get people engaged in the deep caverns, you know. So onto the spicy stuff now. Some of you may have seen the forum post already and are like, oh wow, you're not seeing anything new, duh. But I tell you, there is something new here, because many of you saw the forum post, but not many of you saw the skin leaks. And let me tell you, there are some pretty freaking cool skins. The first skin leak we had was on the 8th of December, like a week before everything they posted, more than a week. And it revealed the enemies of this new floor are gonna be goblins, which is pretty cool. Goblins are really cool creatures to put in the game. And a possible NPC, which would be this dwarven looking kind of guy. Later, on a day after they posted that those things on the forums, they released this dude over here, which has a few variants. He looks more like a scholar and not like a miner like the other guy. And this lady, which also looks like a scholar, maybe a mage related kind of thing. But this is the cool part, they redid the goblins so they have their heads facing upwards, and you might be thinking, what the hell, that doesn't make any sense. Well, let me tell you, they will probably make the mobs look down, so the goblins will look like they're hunchbacked, so they feel different from other creatures in the game. They'll be smaller, as goblins are, and they'll like have a different look, which is really important. The dog decided to howl in the middle of the recording. Oh, please. I need to finish this. There are some nuances in the colors of the goblins, and even this one cool little guy, which will probably be either stronger, have different weapons, or maybe a mini-boss, I don't know. He has armor on. And this showcases why I think Hypixel will never have to update. It's because they can make infinite content, almost infinite content, with skins And with the plugins the game already had, the server already has, which adds a lot of customization, and there are a lot of things to add still, which you don't need like new blocks for. Why use netherite when you can have mithril and titanium being just blocks the game already has? And I think it lets them break out of predictable design space, which will like, oh, we updated to 1.16, we now have netherite and it's gonna be better than diamonds. Although netherite could be the thing that brings them back to the nether fortress, which needs a desperate update. Please, I just want to use my blaze armor. Some other leaks include this skin right here, which I don't really know what it is. It's like a energy golem crystal, I don't know. And it may be on this update, but I actually don't think it will be. Maybe it's some kind of titanium mithril golem, but I think the main focus right here on the enemies would be probably the goblins. They also added these new sacks, which would be the mining sack, the foraging sack, and the farming sack. I don't know, these are upgraded forms. I don't know what the original sacks look like, because I had texture pack on for as long as I can remember. But they look really cool, and if it's a new item, then I guess yay. And this actually might be mithril or titanium, I don't know, maybe a reforged stone, and none of the above, but it looks pretty minerally. It was released 3 days before the forum post, and yeah, I don't know how confident I would feel saying it's mithril or titanium, because I don't think either of them look purple. But I don't know, maybe a stylistic choice, maybe you'll get some changes later. Anyway, one can hope to know what mithril or titanium will look like a month before it releases. That's pretty much it. I had seen these leaks before. I actually will post a video in January when the holidays are done, where there's a clip of me talking about this during, I think, Derby? It was a long time ago. So after I finished recording this video, I actually went on because I wanted to use the goblin skins for a screenshot, and I actually saw new things, which are these bearded warriors and these women warriors with feathered hats, and it looks pretty sick. And I think this probably will be in the update actually. There's also other variants of the other NPCs we saw, so that's pretty cool. Another thing I would like to point out is don't go for mineral armor if you don't want to grind for the XP. Mineral armor is not really that good to mine in caverns. It's good to mine in the end to get a lot of endstone and get a lot of XP. You're probably not gonna get a lot of use out of it just mining in the dwarven mines by themselves. Buy it if you want to upgrade your mining level so you can get a lot more drops from the ores there. As of the releasing of this video, coal is elected, so if you want to grind for mineral armor, grind at least a little bit of it by yourself. Or maybe don't, I don't know. But it's also a good time to get the XP you need to, you know, jumpstart your Dwarven Mines experience. So anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you liked the video, like the video if you liked the video, and bye bye if you like the video. Yeah, that sounds about right.